Good morning, big family. Ooh, what a chilly, blustery morning. I've got my little teapot out here full of water, and I just got to grab some mint leaves and herbs to put in it. So I'm coming out to the greenhouse to see what I can get. This is a big, beautiful spearmint plant. Spearmint mentha from Petals from the Past Nursery. This is beautiful and it smells so good. Real true spearmint. That's what I'm gonna put in my teapot today. Okay, I think that's just about enough. I've put a lot of little leaves. I just really just pick these little branches or leaves, or just, you know, grab a smidge of it and just kind of throw it in and fill it full. Wipe that off, make sure I don't get anything in the tea. And I put it in my teapot and I'm gonna go steep it on the stove. Biscuit, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, here we go. She wants me to kick the ball for her every morning. Good job, girl. Can you bring it back? Oh, you want a stick instead? Okay, we're gonna do the stick. Okay, I'll toss the stick one time. Okay. Ready? 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 Go get it. Good girl, good girl. She loves her stick. My goodness. Okay, so far I have cooked eggs and grits. Now I'm going to move this. I'm going to heat up my tea. Sorry, my kitchen is kind of a mess and kind of dirty, but tea is going to go with the eggs and grits this morning. Let's get it going. And now the tea is ready. Oh, that smells so good. So along with my scones and eggs and everything, I have my little Be Jolly cup as well as my Whispering Willow cup. Avery's going to have some tea along with me. We're both going to have some delicious spearmint tea. Always got to have honey in your tea. I know it's not locally raised honey or locally produced. I know it's Walmart honey, but you know, it's the 100% pure, raw and unfiltered honey, you know, so that's about as good as it can get right now. But I like a lot of honey in my tea. And we don't raise our own bees right now. We don't keep bees yet, but we will one day. The geese, once again, are not happy with me. It is the funniest thing, y'all. Lily can come out. I hope y'all can hear me over this honking. Lily can come out here and they'll be just fine. And she'll say beep, 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 and they'll talk to her and love on her. But if anybody else comes out here, even if you're with Lily, they do that. They get mad. They start lowering their heads. They want you to go away. So they're not aggressive geese, but they don't really like anybody but Lily. I don't know how that happened, because we all had a hand in raising them, right? We all raised them. And yet, wow. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. I just walk on by them, tell them hey, and we go about our day just fine. They go about their day and I go about mine, but they will only snuggle and be sweet to Lily. Go figure. Now, I do come to quite an understanding with them. They talk to me. They come see me. We have an understanding. We do. Yep. And they, like I said, they don't hurt and they don't bite. But one animal that is very sweet and just so personable to me are these turkeys. Avery hand-raised these turkeys, but they are the most social and sweet birds I have ever met in my life. That's a good boy. I did not know a turkey could snuggle. I did not know turkeys like to be petted. I didn't know that they could be so sweet. Captain, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you investigating? Captain's investigating. I don't have any treats. I don't have anything. Captain, I don't have any. Captain, I don't have any treats. I don't have any treats. I don't have any food or anything. He's investigating me all around. And I didn't bring any treats for these babies either. I didn't bring any turkey treats. But they do love touch and pet and just me spending time with them. They just want to be held and cuddled and talked to. They're just babies. They're so sweet. Look, Captain, I'm serious. I don't have anything. But Captain, I don't have anything for you. I didn't bring a treat. I'm sorry. Should have brought some goose treats. Maybe they'll be sweeter to me if I bring some treats. Well, I gotta stop piddling. I gotta stop playing around and get to the work. So one of the things I had to do today involves tractor work. So I gotta get out here and do some get it work. Let's do it. I went to the gym today, so this is just extra workout for me. It's just fun stuff. Now that little bit of tractoring is done, now I got to do some lawn mowing and some cleanup real quick. I didn't realize the mower was that low on fuel. Had to give it a little more go juice. Y'all ready to cut some weeds and grass? Let's do it. Yeehaw! Well, I forgot about one thing. Before I can get started cutting all this grass and weeds and like dead hibiscus and everything, just mowing it down, I've got to pick up all of this drip tape that I left out here. Chores and things that I left undone. They're just never ending. So I got to pick up all this and put it in the barn or somewhere to store it real quick. We're going to use it again, I'm sure, and then I can mow all this down. Whew, now I'm all done with that. Now I can mow. And now on to the part where I have to pull out all the dead pepper plants in this row, because this is a row that we plan on planting the fall and winter things that we want to put in. It's a well-established row. It's already got the weed fabric and the mulch down over it. It's just got the dead pepper plants in it. So it is time to pull these sad dead pepper plants out of this row. And they pull so easily, guys. Look at that. They pull up so easily. This is not hard at all. Not that hard. Done. So now I have a whole row that I can plant in. I have some more space to make beds, garden beds, and some more raised bed areas that we're working in. So looks like we might be able to get some of these seedlings in the ground after all. Yay. Taking a break here in the kitchen for just a second. Wes is cooking up chili. He's cutting up all the onions and everything. We're gonna have chili tonight. It's a great fall or winter dish idea. If you're looking for something to make for dinner, make some chili. It's actually a lot easier than you think to make homemade chili. Just start it in the pot as soon as you can. It only takes, what, a couple hours, honey?
No, it'll take a few hours. That's why I gotta get started now.
So a few hours. So I mean, yeah, you're like a few hours, you know, but if
you're not working.
Yeah, you're not working, it's just cooking. So if you have the ability to start it at like 3 in the afternoon, you could have that for dinner, you know. So we have the pleasure and the privilege of being able to take a break and start dinner here in the early afternoon, and then it'll be ready for dinner. But also during my kitchen break, I have to feed my starter. So my sourdough starter, I've been looking for a container that would successfully, when I say successfully, I mean the way I want it to hold my sourdough starter. I didn't want to keep doing like a bowl on the counter with a towel over it. To me, that just wasn't working out for my kitchen. Stuff was falling on top of the towel and like going down into the sourdough, or like, you know, just stuff would happen, or the towel would get all nasty, or I'd have to change the towel every day. And I'm not looking for something like that. I'm looking for a container. So I finally found this at Dollar Tree, believe it or not. Simple little jar, you know, that closes. I'm not gonna airtight close it. Love you, honey. I'm not gonna airtight seal it and close the latch all the way. You know, I don't want to cause mold or anything. I do want it to be able to breathe, but the lid can just gently sit almost closed with a little crack of air. Biscuit! You're so nosy. Biscuit, I'm right here. I'm right here. It's okay. I hear something outside. Probably animals. That's probably the turkeys. Oh my goodness. So a little sliver of air hole right there, and this just sits on top to protect any dust or anything from, like, you know, going in it, and it's still breathing and it's still fermenting. So this was actually the perfect container that I was looking for my sourdough starter. And speaking of which, I need to feed it right now, so let me go ahead and feed it. It's looking good. Oh, yep, it's getting that smell going, that fermenting smell. I like that smell. That is a good smell. All right. Let me get some flour to put in it. Measure with the heart. Don't do any specific measuring, I just measure from the heart. Beautiful. It's not quite thick enough. I'm gonna need a little bit more flour. Okay, there we go. That's beautiful.
Good job, baby.
Thank you. See, and even if the outside of the jar gets messy right after I'm done like mixing and getting all this goo in my hands and getting it all good and mixed down in there and all smushed together, even if it's messy on the outside of the jar, I just take a rag and wipe the outside of the jar and then just close it. And I sit it on the counter, closed up and fermenting lovely, and it's just, it's a good container for my sourdough starter. I love this. This is working out really well. Like I said, I just clean the outside of the jar. Just kind of wipe off any sprinkles of flour or any excess little spatters of the sourdough starter that got on the outside of the jar. Just wipe it down and close it. It'll sit there and do what it does. On a quick little side note here, guys, would y'all like to see the little sweater I'm making for little Miles? This is, I think, adorable. It's my first sweater I've ever made for him, so be kind. So it's got a collar, it's got the chest part and the arm parts, and I'm working on this sleeve. The sleeves are gonna come out. I've already tried it on him, so he knows it's coming. I've already tried it on his body, and it fit him pretty well, and like it looked like it had worked out just right. But that's a warm, nice sweater for him, and I just feel like that's gonna I don't know, maybe it just pleases me, maybe it just pleases my heart as the mama, you know, to hand make something that my baby can wear. But if he would indulge me and be willing to wear the sweater, it would just please me to no end to see him wearing something that I made for him to keep him warm in the winter. So I like it. It's very cute, and it's kind of soft. It's not as soft as some yarns, but I mean it's a good durable, you know, sturdy sort of yarn, stretchy, and it's good. It's nice. So that's my project I'm working on today. So I wanted to kind of talk to you guys for a second while I'm knitting. I wanted to just chat and just talk to you guys for a second. I had a thought. I had a concept that I was thinking about while I was out there doing the wood chips, which I will be finishing, by the way, as soon as that truck gets an oil change. We do our own oil changes around here. Well, Wes does all the oil changes on all the vehicles and stuff. But it's in dire need of an oil change. So I'm going to let him do that. And then I'm going to go later on to get another load of wood chips, and hopefully several loads. And I'm going to talk to the sweet foreman guy that always lets me get that load in the back of my truck. I'm going to talk to him and ask him if they are going to get rid of those 18-wheeler loads of wood chips anyway, if they're just going to take them off somewhere to be burned or dumped or whatever. I only live like maybe 5-10 minutes away from the lumber yard. I'm going to ask them, can they stop by my house and drop off an 18-wheeler load of wood chips? I will happily take all that they've got. I will take a huge stockpile of wood chips. I can use it all over my property. So if he would be willing, or if they're allowed to do that, that would be so great. I'll tell him, drop it off here. But that's what I'm doing later on. But while I'm sitting here just relaxing, having my break time, my downtime, the puppies are napping, the kids will be coming home from school soon, but I get a little bit of a mommy break to sit here and knit. Just wanted to talk to you guys for a minute. And what I wanted to talk to you about was the lies that we tell ourselves. Hey, Dazzy Minnie baby, she's so sweet. She is so spoiled. Can y'all tell? So have y'all ever lied to yourself? Have you ever told yourself lies? We all have, right? We've all fooled ourselves into believing things. We don't even realize we do it half the time. We just kind of, Jazzy, I'm trying to talk. Don't even realize we have done it. And we've already just we got so used to believing that thing that we told ourselves that we don't even realize it's a lie anymore. It's kind of become our truth. And it's not true. And I want to tell you guys to notice that, to try to take recognition of that when it happens, and just make sure you realize what is truth and what is lie, and what is reality and what is not, and realize how we're fooling ourselves in a lot of ways. And it's not the way that you're thinking. You're thinking, I'm going to say, fooling yourself into thinking that you can achieve these lofty dreams or getting way ahead of yourself. But no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the sad, untrue, disappointing lies that you tell yourself, such as, I'm too old for this. I can't do this anymore. My health is keeping me from doing anything. So these lies that we tell ourselves, these untruths, these falsehoods that we buy into, oh, that's just not for me because, or I'll never be able to learn this because, or I'm no good at this because. No. Those are bad excuses. Do not listen to that. Whatever follows that sentence, whatever excuse comes after that, is untrue. You need to fix the first part of that sentence, the part where you said, I can't, or I'm not good at, or I'll never be good at this, or I'm too old for this, or too slow for this, or XYZ, fill in the blank. That's a lie. That is an absolute lie. I know it's cliche to say that if you can think it, you can do it, and if you put your mind to it, you can do anything you want. But that is the truth. That is the true part of the statement. That's the part where I have come to find that if I really want to learn this, nothing's going to stop me. If I really want to have something in my life, nothing's going to stop me. If I want to achieve a goal, it doesn't matter if I have setbacks. It doesn't matter if I had to learn 3 things before I could learn how to do that one thing. That's okay. I've got time. It doesn't matter if I'm 37, and it doesn't matter that I'm not 20 anymore. That doesn't bother me. It doesn't matter what I feel like in the morning. I know that I can do this if I want to put in the effort. I just taught my daughters today. They made a great decision this morning, by the way. I've been going to the gym, as y'all know, every morning, every weekday morning. I've been going every weekday morning that I drop Miles off at public school. I've been stopping by the gym that we now have a membership to. I've been getting healthy, dedicating myself to doing this, telling myself that I have to. Doesn't matter what you feel like or what you want to do. This is what you have to do. Just kind of putting my mind to it and just getting it out of the way first thing in the morning. And it's been working out. I've actually come to expect it and enjoy it. My body likes it a little more now. The girls made a very good choice. My older two daughters, Sarah and Lily, they made a great choice to come with me to the gym. I got them up early. They came with me to drop little Miles at his elementary school. And then we all three stopped by the gym. We all had a great workout for about 45 minutes. And they worked out with me. Now this is day one, so they're probably going to be achy and tired, and they're probably going to be a little miserable today and say, why did I do that? But if they make that good decision a few more times, if they can hang in there, if they can say, I got this, I can do this, and if they're willing to come with me enough times, it's going to become easier and easier, and it becomes more and more natural, more and more familiar. That's another thing with those lies that we tell ourselves and each other. If you do something enough times, if it becomes familiar to you, it becomes routine to you, it's so easy. You're going to wonder why you never started that in the first place. Why didn't I ever do this sooner? You know, because anything can become habit. You can make it a habit to lie to yourself. You can make it a habit to make excuses. You can make it a habit to not do something. You can make it a habit to tear yourself down. That can become a habit and a routine to yourself in your mind. But the opposite is also true. You can make it a habit and a routine to achieve something every day that makes you happy. You can make it a habit and a routine to clean one room in the house every day. You can make it a habit and a routine to work out a little bit every day. You can make it a habit to drink a little more water every day. You can make it a routine to seek out a way to grow a little bit of food right outside your door. You can figure this out. You can do this if you want to. If there's a will, there is a way. So do not believe those lies. There are so many excuses. Maybe they sound like good reasons. Maybe they sound like legitimate good reasons, but it is an obstacle nonetheless. It is an obstacle in the way of you achieving what you want. So if you really want it, you will find a way around that obstacle. I've noticed that with myself. If I really do want something, if my heart wants it really badly, I'm just so tenacious that nothing's going to stop me. Even if something really bad happened and the whole plan fell apart, I'm going to regroup and try again. I'm going to figure out what went wrong, and I'm going to go after it again because I really want this that bad, and I just don't feel like I should let things stop me. I know that might be a little bit arrogant, that might be a little bit prideful, but I'm okay with that because if it is worth it, if it is good, if it is worthy, I will not let anything stop me. So I don't believe those lies anymore. I believe the truth about myself. I believe the truth about my worth. I believe the truth about my abilities. I believe the truth about my wonderful personality and myself. I believe the truth about my family, about everything that we can achieve, everything that we'd like to have, and everything that we one day may have. I believe all these things. I believe I can grow food. I believe I can feed people. I believe I can change people's lives. I believe I can teach people. I tell myself truths like that. True statements that are uplifting and good, and forget all the other lies. Just wash them away as if they never were. Do not believe the lie. Believe the truth. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Wes and I have a little bit more to do outside in this wonderful, cool, chilly weather, and then we're going to enjoy some chili that we cooked on this chilly day. It's going to be fabulous. I can smell it cooking in the kitchen already. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.